Thank you, Mr. Williams. I'm our press secretary. Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you to this, our monthly press conference for October. There is a number of issues on which I would like to report this afternoon. One, the tourist industry. Two, the manufacturing sector. Three, energy. Four, weather in our federation. And five, the Commonwealth Financing Initiative. And six, the 2011 National Census. My government, as you know, has invested a great deal of time and energy in cruise tourism. This we have done because these ships generate revenue for the federal treasury. The cruise vessels that visit also generate revenue for our taxi drivers and our tour operators. And they generate income for our craft vendors, our restaurants, our supermarkets, and other establishments that service or equip these cruise vessels. The 2010 to 2011 cruise ship season began on October the 8th this year. Our projections indicate that over the next year, some 600,000 cruise passengers will arrive on our shores. Some 19,000 of these passengers, I should mention, will specifically arrive during the course of this month, the month of October. I should also mention here that St. Kitts and Nevis has for a long time assumed a very active role in regional tourism. With our Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Ricky Skerritt, having just been elected to the chairmanship of the Caribbean Tourism Organization, the CTO, our involvement and our influence will be heightened even further. And we certainly welcome the opportunity to share our own insights and lessons learned with our regional partners, just as we are certain that the Federation will benefit from insights and lessons learned that they put forward as well. Our approach to economic management has been multisectoral. And we have been very vigilant in providing the type of education, the physical infrastructure, and the policy framework that facilitate the efficient functioning of a competitive manufacturing sector. As a result, St. Kitts and Nevis's exports to the United States over the past 6 months have exceeded the combined value of exports from all other OECS member states, and our exports over this period were valued at some US $25.7 million, and the exports from the rest of the region only $17.2 million US. You may remember also that the efforts of the Federation resulted in our being the leading regional exporter both last year and the year before as well. I want to share with you the fact that through an additional focus on agro-processing as well, we plan to expand and energize this sector even further. Let me stress here that it was the outstanding employees in our manufacturing sector who have made this possible. And I wish to commend both them as well as the Federation's manufacturing companies, which are clearly both manufacturing products that are in demand in the US, and doing so very, very competitively. I want to emphasize, members of the press, that St. Kitts and Nevis has a very clear multi-sectoral approach to development. And energy in this development is key. If St. Kitts and Nevis wishes to realize its manufacturing, its agricultural, tourism, and other sectoral potential, and we most certainly do, then our energy infrastructure has to be capable of fueling this critical development. In the past quarter, therefore, our Federation has acquired 4 new electricity generators at a cost of about US $22 million. 2 of these 4 megawatts Holy Bee generators will be commissioned by the end of this month, October, and the other 2 by February of next year, 2011. The commissioning of these generators is a highly technical process, and there is an electrical engineer on island to commission all electrical components. 2 additional engineers will be commissioning the heavy fuel and diesel modules. And there is a MAN commissioning engineer for the commissioning of the engines. In fact, I believe you should know that we have, in fact, decommissioned, not too long ago, 2 of the old Caterpillar sets, which we had purchased between 1989 and 1995, which had become highly unreliable and which were very poor in fuel efficiency at our generating plant. Heavy rains and generally unsettled weather in recent weeks have created powerful storm surges, the consequences of which are still with us, even though the weather has clearly returned to normal. What are these consequences? The Turkish flagged oil tanker, Asra S, for example, carrying some 18,000 barrels of diesel, remains stuck in the shallows of our Newtown Bay. Also, just 1 mile away, the westernmost section of Irishtown Bay Road has been rendered impassable. The Asra S must be removed, but it must be removed with particular care. Bids have been submitted to the ship's owner, and once the terms and conditions have been agreed upon, the removal of the vessel will surely begin. As far as the Irishtown Bay Road is concerned, the extent of the damage is being assessed, as are the alternate solutions with regard to cost, durability, aesthetics, effectiveness, and other factors. Once this process has been completed, the government too will move forward as to how we can deal with that challenge in the Irishtown Bay Road. I must also bring you up to date regarding an important campaign that has been initiated by the Commonwealth member states to ensure that the framework within which small and vulnerable states secure financing for development projects is modified. The international financial institutions have taken the position that a country's per capita GDP or average income should be the sole determinant of whether that country is eligible for concessional loans. Commonwealth member states do not agree with this. We think that small or vulnerable states being forced to finance our development via commercial loans diverts scarce funds that should be used for our nation's advancement. We also feel that the combined impact of commercial loan rates plus expedited loan repayment demands undermine small and vulnerable nations' prospects for lasting stability. And this we are striving as a nation, a small nation, to change within the ambit of the Commonwealth or on the wider international scale, international stage.